Hey, what's up, everybody? Jay Hollingshead here, your personal high performance mindset coach and public speaker. Today is a good day, everybody. You know why? Because we just reached another milestone. Today is episode 300 of 365. I'm so happy about that. I'm proud of that. I'm super excited. I'm trying to maintain my excitement right now, but it's kind of hard, okay? Because it's been a long journey, a long way to this point. So like I said, today is episode 300 of 300, consecutive episode 300 of 365. And today is day 7, Saturday. We're talking about pillar number 7, which is positive and negative self-talk. Positive and negative self-talk. My man Frank already throwing up the number 300. You right, 300. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So while my man Frank is on the roll call, let me hit you up. Frank, I appreciate you, man. Firefighter number 1, Memphis, Tennessee. We got my daughter, Jaleesa, watching. What's up, babe? I love you and appreciate you. My wife, Lisa. Much love to you, baby. We got my brother, AJ, Arthur Hollingshead, watching. What's up? Now, everybody that's watching on repeat, thank you so much for joining me in this 300th episode, milestone, celebration episode, celebrating every milestone. Now, that being said, let's jump right into this positive and negative self-talk. Being that today's episode is episode 300, we're going to come straight from the movie 300. That's right, the movie 300. So I'm going to call this one Spirit of the 300, positive and negative self-talk, Spirit of the 300. Now, in the movie, if you hadn't seen it, I'm sorry, should have seen it by now. Spoiler alert. So King Leonidas, okay, he's king of the Spartans, and he's called or referred to as bold Leonidas, okay, king of Sparta. Now, what does that have to do with self-talk? First of all, look at the adjective in front of his name that has been placed on his name. If that's not self-talk, what is? Bold, B-O-L-D. Bold Leonidas. That's what he's referred to. That's what he is called. Every time somebody calls his name, they're speaking positivity into him. Every time he is referred to, when they're not even talking to him, they're speaking about him, putting that positive energy into him and into his name, into his persona, into his person. They're speaking that by saying bold Leonidas. Okay. So what does bold mean? Bold speaks a lot to his mindset, okay? It speaks to his mindset. What's the definition of bold? Bold is showing the ability to take risk. With an S, risks. Thank you. Confidence, daring, courageous, brave, valiant, and fearless. All of that is bold Leonidas, okay? Now, positive self-talk is part of his name. Every time you speak it, you hear it, it's just conditioned in him. Now, it's only so long or a matter of time that you go by a name that you start responding to it. Think about it. You name your pets. Your pet doesn't know it has a name. But when you start calling that pet that all the time or referring to that pet as that name, that pet accepts it and starts acting upon that and accepts that as, oh, this is who I am. Let me respond or let me act when I am called. That's what's up with bold Leonidas. Your cat or dog doesn't have a name when you bring it from the pound, but it will in about a year or 6 months. That's how it works. So positive self-talk, it's infused in his name. So now let's think about this. If you were to have an adjective that speaks positivity into you and have that put in front of your name, what would it be? Now, it has to be something that's aligned with your purpose or speaks to your personality or speaks to what you are trying to accomplish in life. Think about that. What would that name be? Now, think about why you chose that name. I wish I had more time to get into this. I can turn this into a workshop, but it's going to have to be I got 5 minutes left. Okay. So I can't turn this into a workshop. So we're going to keep rolling. You just got to play it back. But think about what name would you choose as an adjective in front of your name and why would you choose that? Okay. Think about that. And it has to fit you. Now, moving right along, going back to Leonidas, bold Leonidas. Bold Leonidas is king of Sparta. Now, he's king. There's a kingdom. The kingdom follows the king. And the mindset of the king sets the expectations of the kingdom. In this case, in the movie 300, Bold Leonidas, his mindset of a warrior set the tone and the expectations for all the other warriors in Sparta. Okay, so if you look at the movie, the Spartans, the warriors, the men that were warriors in Sparta, they were practically born into the atmosphere of positivity and positive self-talk. They were born into their calling because once they were selected as warriors, nothing else entered their mind. They did no other training, nothing but warrior training. That's all that was spoken into them. That's all they practiced on. That's all they worked on. They were warriors, okay? They were born to be warriors. And so that was established on the forefront since they were kids. They go out and they fight lions or whatever they did as their rite of passage. They came back and then they fought and became warriors of the 300 or warriors of Sparta. Now, so they all knew their purpose. They understood what their purpose was. So moving along in the movie, there was a scene in the movie where these group of men called Arcadians, and the Arcadians wanted to join forces with bold Leonidas of Sparta. So he's like, hey, me and my men, we want to fight with you. We want to fight alongside you to fight these immortals, or the Persians. So they were like, oh, he was like, yeah, okay. Now this is bold Leonidas saying, hey, okay, let's do a roll call. So you there, Arcadian, what's your profession? I'm a teacher. You, Arcadian, what's your profession? I'm a cook. You, Arcadian, what's your profession? Blacksmith. You, farmer. Then he said, none of your men are fighters. He turned around and yelled back, Spartans, your profession. You all seen the movie. They all responded in one voice, one sound, one warrior. Boom! Warriors, trained, experienced from day one. It's been poured into them so much that that's who they are. They've accepted that. That is who they are. Just like giving a name to a dog. It's been happening so much over and over and over again. Poured it into them. You trained them. And so now the Spartans, the warriors were poured into them. The positivity was poured into them. The training was poured into them. All of that to now that's who they are. So the Arcadians wanted to be Spartans for that time frame. Now, here the thing is, how are you? Are you like the Arcadians, jumping from profession to profession just because that's the way the wind is blowing? At that time, the Arcadians wanted to join the Spartans because they were being victorious against everybody they fought. They wanted to join them because that's the way the wind was blowing. Is that what you're doing with your profession, your calling? Or are you steadfast in who you are and what you are, and you are fighting, sticking to that like a Spartan warrior? Is that what you are? Last but not least, I'm going to close with this. Spartans. The Spartans, bold Leonidas will say, Spartans, prepare for glory. That was the battle cry. Get ready to fight. Prepare for glory. Now the Spartans, they were taught never to surrender, never to retreat. So they knew that one day they were going to die. They knew that they were going to die, but they were going to fight in honor, live their life fighting to do what they were born to do. That was their life. That was their honor. That's what they were trained to do. So the thing is, your purpose, what are you doing? What are you living towards? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to perfect and grow as a better person? If so, are you willing to live the rest of your life trying to get there? Are you living your life as your purpose? Will you put it this way, 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying. I'm asking you, are you going to die trying to do what you want to do? Simple as that. Your positive self-talk will get you there. My time is up. Jay Hollingshead, high performance mindset coach and public speaker. This is episode 300 of 365. Be well, stay blessed, through love, be a blessing. Go watch 300.